There are many ways we can earn merit, and much more than that. By being selfless, by helping others people. Yeah? But not to get merit out of it, but to truly serve because you feel sorry for other people because other people suffer. It's just like you suffer. Yes? Or you go out and use your finance to distribute a sample booklet or, do something to help the public to raise awareness. Yes? That you earn a lot of merit. This kind of thing will always bring you lots of merit and raise your level. Yes, no problem at all. Of course your parents will give you anything when you need it. Yeah, they even sacrifice themselves for you. But if you can, why don't you go out and work and have your own bank account and relieve your parents of some of the trouble and, let them have a little bit extra money to go on their old age vacation, 34 years diamond jubilee, whatever. That wouldn't be nicer, yeah? Okay. So we, the practitioner, must have a right conception about how to behave, what to be as a human. Yes, never thinking of to take even anything at all. Anything at all. Even blessing, no. Because it will flow to you automatically. But by wanting it, your mind step in, your ego stop it, and then we have even more problem. We get in the blessing distributed to you.
Yes.
By grasping thing, we don't have it very nicely. If we have it at all, we don't have it nicely. Of course, in desperate situation, we pray. Or before we meditate or something, pray like, okay, please help me to have a good meditation. Yes, that is a very good prayer. Yeah, good request. Yes, good meditation. Why? So that you have more wisdom and your level elevate, and then you can use it to help other people. Then it's a very good request. But not so that you go up very high and then you feel cool about yourself. And go out and say, I'm already on the 6th level. You know that? Just master doesn't say nothing but... yeah. Correct conception is very important. Very important. Maybe you don't think it's important, but it is. Everything boiled down to these 5 precepts. When you are still in this physical body, you adhere to it. It would be a good fence, for you, so that you don't stray over to the neighbor. Sometimes bad neighborhood, okay? In some of your country, people say, oh, don't go there, don't go here. It's a bad neighborhood. There is bad neighborhood in some countries. Many countries have bad neighborhoods, Even in the most glorious city, they have bad corner somewhere. And we just leave it alone. Yes? We don't have to go there and make trouble or despise them or criticize anything, but we leave it alone. I have promised that anyone who come, I would accept, no matter what, you see? And that is correct so. I would accept anybody. It's just that they don't accept themselves. They don't accept that they can be greater. They don't accept that they have something larger than life inside them to rediscover, to reconnect again. They don't accept that. There's nothing I can do about that except reasoning. So it's very difficult for a master to have even a real disciple. I told you already in some other places that in India they consider any master very lucky if he even have one disciple in his whole lifetime. And remember the story I told you that the people keep coming and singing in the ashram for the master? In India they have this custom, like before the master speak, they come and sing like that, And then the master give lecture, And then they were thinking that because of their singing, so people come and listen to master and, they feel very proud. And they ask the master to give them a big sum of money. And he said, Master, if you tell your disciple, everybody give $1, then we will have, 2 million, something like that, and you give it to us. So many days later, they come back, Master give them only $2.50. And then he said, okay, the great grandmaster so-and-so was a disciple. And then the great master was a disciple. Me, I'm only half a disciple, so I give you $2.50, $1 each disciple, because the singers thought that the master have so many people come and initiate it and look very devoted, and look like very, very loving to the master. So they're all disciples, and they're counting. He has like millions of disciples. But the master said, no, only 2.5 disciples up to date. The great master was a disciple, and the grand master was a disciple, and I am just a half disciple, he said. Half yet. How humble he was. But it could be true like that. It's not like everybody who's initiated is saintly yet. They might be in between the second and the third level. In Vietnam, we say, nhân phi nghĩa bất giao, nhật di vật phi nghĩa bất thủ. It means the person who is not decent, you don't contact. Anything that is not decent, you don't keep. And not decent means it's not virtuous enough, something that comes from not a very good source. You don't take it as a present. If somebody he sell drug or he kill people and he has a lot of money and he buy you a gift, that you won't take for millions of years. That's what we meant by the thing that is not decent, you don't keep. You don't take. The person who is not decent, you don't contact. The thing is, you have to live with somebody for a long time to know. It's your marriage. If you're in love with a guy, just take it as it comes, yeah? Take it whatever positive side he has and ignore the negative side for the time being, hoping that he will grow out of it. Some people do. Some people do. Sometimes they encounter some very difficult situation and then they just grow out of it. They became enlightened. They understood things. It's just like in Vietnam we say, if you don't have children, you never understand your parents. Okay? So all the parents suffer all the misunderstanding and the tantrum of the children. And then when they have children, they understand, oh my God, sorry mom, I was worse than this, etc., etc.
Do living masters ever contact each other, have sort of a living master share group?
Sure, we make a club, huh? I never thought about that. Mostly they are too busy. Yeah, we don't have a club per se, but I guess we're working with each other on a different level, eh? Just like professors, maybe they don't have a club, from Harvard to Princeton, but they do work in a similar way in different locations, yeah, different university. Maybe they meet each other sometimes, maybe they don't. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice. We make a club, eh? Yeah. Drink tea together. Chai. Yeah. Okay. I don't know, honey. I don't know if we ever make such a club. Yeah. But they do have a lot of religious gathering all over the planet. You know that? You're interested about guru group, is it?
Well, I was thinking that other living masters that you would have things in common with to share, communicate. Because you had mentioned the living master in India that you had visited.
I've been in many ashrams. There are quite a few. Yes.
Amongst the living masters that are alive on this planet, on a spiritual level, how is it going in terms of working with you to save the planet and, promote the vegetarian diet and climate change?
They do it in their corner already. If they are a master and they teach vegetarian to people, that is already doing something, They do support by their way of life. They meditate, they're vegetarian.
I guess you've answered the question, like in their own way they can promote the veggie diet.